I'm so excited to be here today, and we've got a wonderful panel, a group of gentlemen here joining us to talk to us about digital content syndication and the future of distribution and monetization.
We license professionally produced content from major media companies or third-party production companies and distribute that content all across the web.
In my role, I work closely with our sales organization as well as our advertising partners to really connect the dots between what the objectives that brands have to reach consumers and the content that we have.
About 3 years ago, Yahoo created a studio structure where we develop, deliver, and create original content for all of the Yahoo verticals.
Where we create a high quality digital content, so pretty much a web series online, whether it's branded entertainment or non-branded.
I wanted to just throw out some fascinating facts that we found. According to Nielsen, more than 33% of US subscribers now have smartphones, and projection on this figure will reach more than 50% in a year. And when you think about it, this is becoming king. This is becoming where it's at. You talk about the silver screen, we talk about the small screen, and we talk about computers, but eventually people are going to want to watch everything on here.
You've got 40 hours of content uploaded to YouTube every minute.
Right.
Every minute it's uploaded. And so 70 billion hours watched on YouTube every month. And so the challenge that you have is understanding the difference between just regular user-generated content and quality content. I think about, we all maybe are old enough to remember when cable was just raggedy, right? So you'd had, there wasn't really good content on TNT, USA, and all these other stations. It was a lot of reruns and baseball games and NASCAR. What you have is you got to focus on the distribution first, and then the content quality follows. I think that what we're seeing is the same sort of thing online, in that the distribution is there. There's the proliferation of broadband cable, being able to actually focus on watching premium experiences. Now the content is following.
From a content development standpoint, I think the idea is that this is a rich playground for you to actually test, for you to actually engage, see what works. So, I know a lot of folks want the big check and they want the theatrical release, or they want, to get signed to a big broadcast network. But the reality is there's dollars there and there's audience there. You can't just treat this as a throwaway, right? This is content. People want to engage with the same types of, storylines and things like that, character development. So, from where I sit, we're looking at content that is engaging. We're looking at content that tells a story, and those things are true across, regardless of which screen you watch it on.
And the way this works is you have, your content syndication entities, Warner Brothers, CBS Syndication, what have you. They'll take the content, license it, they don't own it, and they'll actually license it to stations. The same way that you would actually do that online. We'll license a bunch of content on a rev share basis, and instead of television stations, it's websites. It's the same sort of thing. So the notion is being able to actually do that at scale. This only works if you can actually get to millions and millions of views, because then you can monetize that aggregated audience the way television and radio and all media is bought, based on a cost per thousand basis, which we call CPM. So that works because you can actually share that content or that revenue with both the content producer as well as the publishers. So the system works exactly the same way. And at the crux of all that is content quality.
Okay.
So, just because you ran out and shot something, it may not be cleared, it isn't quality, so quite honestly, it's a little bit raggedy, and you're hoping that you can put it up on web and hoping somebody watches it, that doesn't work.
Right.
And so the notion of being able to actually focus on content quality at really a foundation level is really why companies like YouTube and even some of the other broadcast entities have decided that original web content is worth spending money against.